Hey everybody, how you doing? Mikey's back with a dip review. I'm bored. This hotel life is getting old. It's almost where I can see light at the end of the tunnel. But one nice thing about this is being on the road a lot. I usually have a lip full of dip when I'm driving around. And some days I'll be driving around for several hours. So I'm just bloop, 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 loving it. Anyway, I've been on a wintergreen kick lately. So I thought I'd do another wintergreen. Why not? This is one, the last time I reviewed it was way back in the day. It's been here about a year since I've paid a visit to this one. I've had it since then, but I haven't really reviewed it since then. I can only review so many dips. There's I would guess less than 100 out there. And they're not making any more. No new brands are showing up because the FDA and all that fun stuff. Anyway, today, Grizzly Long Cut Wintergreen. The original classic long cut wintergreen from Grizzly. Already, front of the can, green, silver lining, angry bear. And the light ring I got in front of my phone's just like, woo. Are you dizzy yet? Woo. Okay. Anyway, there you are. Long cut wintergreen with the obligatory warning label. On the side, we have some branding and a QR code, the American Snuff Company logo, some writing, UPC, premium tobacco, all kinds of information. And on the back, we have lot and date code. And this one is rather fresh. This is another one of those really fresh cans I've been finding lately. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining a bit. Getting really fresh cans, and my hair's kind of doing a bozo thing there. Oh well, okay. Yeah, what hair I have left is kind of going wee. So, anyway, yeah, really fresh can. Only a few weeks old. It's only a few weeks old. And this one here, manufactured by American Snuff Company in Clarksville, Tennessee. 70% U.S. tobacco, 30% imported. I'm only assuming that they do that. It's something about their blend. They do it for the flavor. That's the only way I can rationalize this. Kodiak, 100%. This stuff, 70-30. Cougar, I believe Cougar is 62% domestic, if I remember correctly. But yeah, you'd think with a premium brand, they would be 100% American, but I don't know. I'm assuming it has something to do with the flavor profile they're looking for. I'm going to err on that side of caution. I'm not going to accuse them of being cheap because it's the same company and they should be able to get their tobacco. Unless Kodiak's hogging up all the American tobacco and they have no choice. I don't know. Get this bad boy open. Come on, get open, open. And, well, this can's being stubborn. The wintergreen. Look at that. This is, oh, pillowy moist, pillowy moist. Look at that. It's just soft, moist. Smells refreshing. There's your obligatory can shot. Kind of give you an idea what's going on there with the cut. What does this one say? Oh, they're advertising their nicotine pouches. Nicotine pouches, but grislier. Okay, I don't want to do a nicotine pouch review right now. I want to review some dip because I'm in the mood for some dip. I want a dip. I've been wanting a dip all day. I've been having to use nicotine pouches because I've been at work. Now I want my dip. Anyway. Ooh, get a nice. Oh, this stuff is nice. Moist. For the longest time, most of the Grizzly I could get my hands on was pretty short dated stuff or long since expired. It's refreshing to see some stuff that's just a few weeks old. Very refreshing. I'm trying to get my fingers in here and get a good pinch, and it's just wanting to, it's all soft and squishy, and it's like going everywhere. There we go. Here we are, yeah. I didn't spill any on the floor, did I? Okay. Good. And we are off and running. There we are. Guess what I'm dipping on the way to work tomorrow? Woo! Pull out the handy dandy spittoon. What's on TV? Well, it looks like an X-Men movie of some kind. I don't think I've seen them all. I think I saw the first two. I don't have no idea how many they've made since then. This is good. I'm not sure which is sweeter, Kodiak or Grizzly. I'm going to have to do a side-by-side, back-to-back review one of these days. This stuff's pretty good. The Wintergreen has a nice bite to it. Nice Wintergreen burn, nice Wintergreen bite. Enough sweetness to offset the Wintergreen. It's nice and soft, not as soft as Kodiak. Kodiak is just like pillowy soft. This stuff sits in the lip really good. Look at that, I got a big old fat lip of that stuff in there. Like I said, it's staying put right where I put it. Ooh, yeah, this stuff has a, I forgot how much of a bite Grizzly has. It's been a while since I had some. Yeah, nice bite. If you don't like a strong Wintergreen with the Wintergreen bite, I would stay away from this. But if you like a nice strong Wintergreen, some hiccups. Woo! Yep. You can tell I've just been doing nothing but pouches out. Oh. Wow. Okay. Grizzly is on the strong side for nicotine, and it's going right into my system. And yeah, I got the nicotine hiccups hitting me pretty good too there for a second. But yeah, all in all, this stuff is an excellent product. Some guys bash it because it's only got 70% domestic. But like I said, I think some of that has to do with the flavor profile they're going for. That's the only explanation I can have. Other stuff in their line, 100%, 100%. This stuff, 70. I don't know why. I forget if the straight is 100% or if it's got a blend too. Actually, now that I think about it, do I have my can of straight in here, or is it out in my truck? Can of straight's out in my truck. Sorry, otherwise I'd pull it out and read. But yeah. I'm not sure which one is more sweet, this or Kodiak. I'm kind of leaning towards Kodiak, just a touch more sweet. But this one and Kodiak, their sweetness levels aren't quite up to, say, Copenhagen, and they're certainly not up to Stoker's Wintergreen sweetness levels. So they're sweet, but they're not as sweet as those guys. But they have more Wintergreen bite, that's for sure. And for nicotine-wise, I'd say they're pretty darn close. Kodiak is considered the strongest one out there. Grizzly would probably be a close second. Cougar would be right behind them. So, but yeah, if you like a nice, refreshing, strong Wintergreen in a dip, Grizzly, about the only thing I can think of that would beat it for how much of a bite it's got would be Kodiak or Cougar. And guess what? They're all made by the same company. Shocker there, isn't it? Yeah. I would say this on the sweetness scale, a little bit below Kodiak and Skull, a little bit less sweet than those guys. Yeah. Grizzly's probably the least sweet, I would say, of all the Wintergreens. I think, like I said, I'm going to have to do a side-by-side. Maybe I'll take an afternoon when I get a day off, and I'll just lounge around, and I'll just do short clips of every Wintergreen I can get my hands on, and see if I can kind of rank them from Wintergreen bitiness, sweetness, how much of the tobacco you can taste, if any. Which one I think might have the best nicotine kick. But yeah, but spending an afternoon dipping all that wintergreen, by the time I got to the last one, I would probably be oblivious to nicotine strength. So yeah. Because to give them a proper rating, I'd have to dip one, maybe give it 15 minutes each, and then I'd have to wait, drink some water, so like that, let the flavor go away in my mouth, and then go move on to the next one. Otherwise, you just have that lingering wintergreen flavor carrying over in your mouth. That's why I've thought about doing reviews like that in the past, but I wasn't sure how I'd pull it off. If I do it, I'll have to do some editing, which I suck at editing. That's why you try to do this all in one take, so I don't have to edit stuff, because Mikey doesn't like it. It's frustrating. I think I'm slowly getting better at it, but it's still frustrating. Yeah. I'm an old guy. Learning new computer programs can be difficult for us. For us old guys, sometimes learning them newfangled computer stuff is just downright difficult. Yep. Just like putting in your teeth. It gets harder and harder as you get older. Anyway, if you want a nice strong wintergreen, this Kodiak Cougar, hands down, those three, American Snuff Company owns the sharp wintergreen category. That's all I can say. Sweetness, I would say Stoker's, then Copenhagen, then Skoal. Yeah, in that order. Stoker's is definitely sweeter. Copenhagen's pretty good. Skoal, like I said, Skoal tries to be neutral. They're the Jedi master of the dip world. Not too much of this, not too much of this. They try to aim for that middle of the road type of thing. But yeah, this is an excellent wintergreen. I'm just going to sit here for a while, unmute the movie, enjoy some dip until I get tired and go to bed. I wish you all farewell, good night, and if you enjoy the content, be sure to like and subscribe. I appreciate it. I'll catch you all later. Bye.